welcome you all to today's topic of class 9th, Beehive, the poem Wind by SUBRAMANIA Bharati. Now you can see the image of a cloud. He is trying to blow air, right? And the poem itself name is Wind. So it is written by SUBRAMANIA Bharati and it is translated from Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. Now let us see the introduction of this poem. We all know that wind is a natural phenomenon. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind, and the power of wind has been described as the poet says that wind is destructive. He can link the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life and says that the weak people break down but stronger people emerge out of adversities stronger. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardship of life. So my dear student, from this Wind, the poem Wind, we are going to learn a lot of reality things in our life. Can you fight with the wind? No. So it is talking about the real life scenario. It is saying that how destructive the life is, like a wind. So the people who are very strong, mentally strong, lives on earth, and the people who are weak enough, they broke. They are not that strong as the stronger man. So the poem gives us an important message that we should mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardship of life. So you need to be mentally and physically strong in order to face the obstacles of life, in order to live in the hardship of life. So a weak person breaks down like a weak building and crumbles. So we must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and determination. So here the word in the first stanza, poking fun means making fun of something, and weaklings means a person who is weak. So in second stanza, we are going to read about that. The poet is talking to the wind. Here in the second stanza, the poet is talking to the wind. He asks that the wind to come softly. So he is saying that the wind should not be very strong and loud. It should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows and scatters the paper. When the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. So here the poet is describing the power of wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. So whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak like small plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scattered and they can even fall and get hurt. So we can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to the wind as a young child. He's saying that it should come softly just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive just like a youth. Just like a young boy or a young girl who is full of energy, violence and destruction. Now you can see how a small boy is trying to fight with the wind. Yes? Yes. Now the second stanza. The meaning crumbling. Crumbling means falling or to cause something to break. Rafter, sloping beam which support the roof of the building. So here the word crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So whatever come in front of the wind, everything gets crumbled. So the writer is saying that when the wind is very powerful, it is very strong and it leads to breakage of everything. Houses which are weak fall, doors which are weak fall, the beams on which the roof of the building are supported, they also fall, all the wooden structures fall and all bodies of the people fall, animals, lives, hearts. So he's saying that everything crumbles. Everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. So the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any adversity or challenge in life, he breaks down and falls. Now, the poet is addressing to the wind as wind god. As he is saying that the powerful god of wind, we knows that means He shifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here a comparison is made between wheat and people. Just like we know the wheat to separate the grain from the chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people, and when there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. Steadfast means firm. The poet wants us to make friends with the wind. Example, the adversities in our lives. He says that the problems will not listen to us. They will come, so we should be prepared. In preparation, we should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly so that the wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. So we will not feel that they are troublesome. And flourish, as you know, is the meaning is grow. So the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He's comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day. He adds that everything that is weak get finished off in the face of strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. So we should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges and we will become friends with them, and then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us become stronger and better. So last but not the least, my dear student, this is all literary devices. As I told you, anaphora means when a word is repeated at the start of two or more consecutive. Now the literary device, my dear student, as I told you, anaphora means when a word is repeated at the start of the two or more consecutive lines. It is a device of anaphora. Line number 2, 3, 4 begin with don't. So you can turn the pages and you can see where the anaphora lies or where the word is repeated, or the word don't. So now let us see what is personification. My dear student, I know these words are not clear to you at all, so try to listen what I am saying. So personification means here wind has been personified. When the poet says you are, he is referring to the wind as you. That means he is treating wind as a person. So personification is nothing but it is giving a human image to the wind here. Now repetition. Repetition means, as we know, the repeated word. Here the word is crumbling. Crumbling is repeated. And alliteration means the repetition of consonant sound in close connection. Wind, winnows, won't, want. So here the consonant sound is being repeated. And the last is symbolism. Symbolism means what are the symbols used in this poem. So here symbolism means that the thing refers to some other thing. Wind is a symbol here and it refers to the challenges in life. And he is using wind as a symbol for the adversities in our life. So my dear student, I hope that all the slides are clear to you, and the title itself says a lot of things about our real life. It focuses on how the diversity, how the obstacles comes in our life, and in order to face all the obstacles in our life, we need to be physically and mentally strong. And if we are weak, then we may fall as a wind blow, a heavy wind blow, and make things scattered here and there. Similarly, our life also becomes scattered here and there if we are not mentally strong and physically strong. So our life is compared here to the wind. So I hope all the slides are clear to you. If you have any doubt, any queries, comments, feedback, do comment on my chat box. Thank you all for watching.